I know you're a dad. What do you think are the skills that they should actually be teaching in schools these days versus what they sometimes are teaching?
Wow, we are covering some ground here. So I've got teenage children. So I've got 2 16s really, just about one 14-year-old. And going through their exams. And the education system is utterly irrelevant, right? They're having conversations about should they be using, AI and LLMs in school, or, these, and they're taking advice and talking to the AI in Snap, for example, Snapchat. My all of them have ChatGPT Plus. I've given them.
Yeah.
They can actually log into my account as well and have a conversation with me if they want to in a small private room. It's quite funny. It's a bit of a joke now. They can log into my account and they can go into a private chat and say, "Dad, you're being really annoying about this. Why?" And then it's not me yet. It's probably 20% me, but in 5 years, it might be 80% me.
Yeah.
And they can go and have a chat with me, and they'll come out and they ring me and go, "I just had a chat with you." And I get it now. Thank you. I'm like, "What are you talking about?"
Oh my God.
So they use it, and education is going to have to change. I think that the system we've got, I was a trustee of Nesta, UK's largest innovation foundation, for 6 years. And that looked at education, trying to change the system. Very hard to do, very slow. But sadly, what will happen is, I think we'll get to a point where it's so broken, it's so irrelevant that they're going to have to reinvent it. But they won't do that in advance, sadly, because of just the nature of the beast. But I say to my kids now, you need to be able to use this technology to get ahead, and don't do jobs or train to do things that won't be relevant in 5 years.
It's gonna be important of each and every one of us to teach our children to take that responsibility, because we can't always rely on what the school is offering.
Well, I've got one's kind of creative, my youngest daughter. So again, creativity is at risk as well. One, he may join the military, so that's kind of his thing. And one's like a mini me, quite entrepreneurial. So they might be okay, but I think it's very hard looking at your children today and trying to understand how you prep them for the world they're going to live in, because we wouldn't understand the world we're in now 2 years ago.
So when Piers was growing up, what was his dream of becoming, and how much of that came into reality?
So I grew up in a mill town in Lancashire. So that's literally where the Industrial Revolution started. I mean, quite literally. So I grew up there seeing these mills, and I was fascinated by the kind of entrepreneurs of the age, really. That's what piqued my interest in business, although I didn't know it was business. And I wanted to go into business. So everyone around me said, "Oh, we want to go into business." And any accountants listening, don't take this personally, but they said you should be an accountant, which was kind of terrible advice, really. But so I kind of thought, "Oh, I want to be an accountant." And then I was really interested in law. I did law at sort of my A-level in the UK, which fascinated me. So I ended up doing a law and accounting degree. And then through that, I ended up going to Manchester University. So I was always interested in business, but even from the age of 13, I had a paper round. So I had a paper round. I earned, I'm showing my age now, £5 a week, I think it was. It was £4.50 if I was late. And I thought there's got to be a better way. So cut a very long story short, I ended up disintermediating a local newsagent, buying them from the wholesaler, delivering on Sundays when they didn't deliver.
Yeah.
And I built a paper round on Sundays. I got paid 20 quid. Now, there's always that kind of founder paper round story, but that taught me a lot about customer service, building a business, what a margin is, hard work, and creating a bit of wealth. I could go and buy some shiny things. In those days, it was a nice BMX. So that was my kind of background. So when you look at my CV backwards, you kind of go, university, law and accounting, became a lawyer in the city, became a banker, became a hedge fund manager, became an entrepreneur in finance first, and then branched out to different things. It kind of makes sense. But going forward from where I started, I didn't have a clue what I was doing.